Hey everyone, welcome back. In this Jira beginners tutorial, I'm going to show you how you are going to move issues within Jira. I'll explain what are the possibilities when we say moving issues within Jira, what happens exactly, and what is possible and what is not possible when you are moving issues within Jira. Now, when we say moving issues within Jira, as you easily understand that you can basically move the issue from one project to another, move the issue type to another type. So there are different possibilities when we say moving issues within Jira, and how you are going to do it. So for example, I'll take this task, which is a clone task. Let me open the detail and I'll show you how you can go ahead and get the move functionality. So if I just get from the backlog, if I get the detail of this particular issue type, if I click on it, I can see the ellipses, the actions here. Click on that and you will see where we got the clone. You will see the move option available there as well. Or I can open the issue detail. Okay, so not from here. I'll open it in the new window, in a new tab altogether. And then in the right hand side, I'll get the actions ellipses again. Same view, not any difference. And from here as well, I can open the move. If I click on the move, I can open migrate or bulk migrate window here. Okay, now this is basically, previously it was, migrate issues or move issues. And the functionality is more or less similar. And what you can basically do, you will see that here, we have certain steps. When you go to the move functionality and try to move the issues, you will get the details of what all you can basically go ahead and do. Now, your issues destination project may have different settings, right, than your source project. So if, say, for example, you want to move an issue from one project to another project, the other project might not necessarily be having the exact same Jira configurations. When I say Jira configurations, it is in terms of the fields, the issue fields that are configured might not be just default. There could be some custom field. For example, the field which, if I go to this particular issue here, there are certain fields, right? For example, description, linked issue, parent, details. There could be another field that has been added below description, which is testing description, something like that, right? So the other project might not have the description, might not have the testing description that is present in this particular project where this particular issue belongs, and you are moving this particular issue to another project, right? So what will happen? RIA, this particular issue will lose the relationship with its parent epic, right? Now you are moving this issue away from its parent epic. To avoid losing relationship between this issue and its parent, move the epic as well, right? So in order to have that relationship, you have to make sure that you move the epic as well. If you want to move or have that consistency in the relationship, if you are absolutely sure that you just want to move some issues to other project, then you go ahead and do it. Now, moving between project is one of the possibility. You can also move the types, right? So for example, here I can go ahead. Here the project is same, right? I won't change it. I can move the type as well, right? So for example, I can convert this task to a story, okay, in the same project. I can choose another project. I can say, okay, move this to another project, move this task to another project, or I can be in the same project, but I change the type of this particular issue that I have selected to a story. Okay, so I've selected the story. I'll click on next, and then you will see that I'm on the step 1 of 2, which is update fields for story issues in the RCV iOS app project. So I can go ahead and update some of the fields because task fields and story fields are different, right? There are different fields. So you can go ahead and update the fields during this migration process or move process. If you do not want to do it, or you're happy with the default or blank values, you simply go ahead and click on next. And here you will see that I can go ahead and click on confirm. I haven't updated any of the story points during this process. The migration will start, and this is also a bulk operation. So you can select multiple issues of a similar type and do a bulk migration of those issues. And that's where this move is really helpful, wherein, say for example, you have hundreds of tasks that you want to convert to a story, or story you want to convert it to subtask. You can go ahead and do that with this bulk operation or move operation. I'll go ahead and click on acknowledge. It has been completed. And now this RIA 6, because I have changed it to story now, the type has been changed. So it will show as a story and not as a task. Here you'll see the logo is now different. It is story, and we have changed the type from task to story, right? So what can you do when you are moving or bulk editing the issues? You can do for a single issue. I can go ahead and say, for example, I'm going ahead and selecting all the issues. So this is basically all the issues. And if I click on the ellipsis here, right, I can go ahead and bulk change all 7 issues. This is again same process. It is basically, when we say move, it is moving the issues one by one. Okay, when we say bulk operation, it is basically I can select all the issues that are there all together and then click on next, and I can go ahead and do the bulk operation all of these issues, right? So you'll see that I can edit, move, transition, delete, right? So move is only specific to this particular operation when you say move issues, right? But when you say bulk operation is a superset, and move is one action or operation of bulk operation. Okay, but when you'll go ahead and do bulk operation, you will get move options as is. I can go ahead and select move issues, and you will see that I can now either change the project, either change the type of these issues, and go ahead and do the bulk operation, right? But when we say move, make sure that you understand the segregation between move and bulk operation. It might be an interview question wherein move, you are working specifically for the independent issues when you can move the issue type, the project, but bulk operation is for bulk operation wherein you can also move or delete issues in bulk. Okay, now the next thing I want to cover quickly is that you can also change the parent of the subtask. So if, for example, this is the subtask, right, which is the cloned one, I can go ahead and click on actions, and I can say move, and I can change the parent of this particular subtask. Okay, so for subtask, when you will go ahead and click on move issue, you will see a different screen altogether. So you can change the issue type. There is no other subtask issue type. That's why this is disabled. But say, for example, your Jira administrator has configured a subtask issue type with a different name, right, but the category is subtask, then you can also change this issue type, which is this subtask issue type, to another subtask issue type. Here, because there is no other issue type which is of category subtask, that's why this is disabled, I can change the parent of this particular subtask, right? So for subtask, you can change the parent. For any other task story, you can change the project or the type, right? So I can go ahead and change the parent, and you will see that it will ask me to select the parent issue for this, right? So I can click on this select issue. It will open a new window, and I can say, let me choose iOS RIA1, and I'll say change the parent, and a new parent will be associated for this particular subtask. So you'll see RIA7 is now associated with RIA1, which was an epic. All right. So this is how you are going to use the move functionality, and how move functionality is a subset of the bulk operation functionality within Jira. So that's all for this video. In the next one, I'll cover more Jira beginners concept. See you in the next one. Thank you.